Are you ready to transform your summer into an epic splash-tastic adventure? Say goodbye to wasteful, single-use water balloons and hello to the ultimate in reusable, eco-friendly fun with reusable water balloons. Check out the link in the video description to get yours on Amazon today.
Shippensburg, Pennsylvania, and nearby rural towns like it are being drastically transformed into distribution hotspots for major retailers like Amazon and Walmart, to the dismay of some longtime residents. With its endless acres of farmland, the tiny town is seemingly the perfect location for huge warehouses, and it is at most a day's drive away from 1/3 of the U.S. population and half of Canada's, making it the ideal delivery truck epicenter. Many farmers who owned the land companies wanted to build on were unable to refuse the bags of cash they were offered to sell up, Bloomberg reported. But this has led to tension among locals. Some residents acknowledge the presence of industry titans has led to a boom in jobs. Others are furious at the farmers for selling out and forever changing the idyllic character of the town they grew up in, with farms destroyed for warehouses and hills flattened for parking lots. The job growth is hard to argue with after dozens of big-name corporations opened warehouses in the Shippensburg area. PG, which owns Charmin, Crest, Gillette and Pampers, was one of the first to do so in 2014, followed by Amazon.com, DHL, FedEx, Home Depot, Kohler, Lowe's, Office Depot, Pepsi, SC Johnson, Staples, Target, Ulta Beauty, Unilever, and UPS, among many others. Shippensburg isn't the only town in the state that's being overhauled in order to keep up with the nation's massive consumption. In fact, Pennsylvania has added more than 170 million square feet of warehouse space in the last 10 years, double the amount of office space in San Francisco. What's happening in Shippensburg is similar to what's already happened to California's Inland Empire, which used to be a major center of agriculture. Now, this area of Southern California is the nation's warehouse capital, home to Amazon and Walmart facilities. When Shippensburg was solely agrarian, locals had three typical career paths: farming, the military or manufacturing. But now high school graduates can take warehousing jobs that pay as much as $35 per hour. If they do decide to go to college, Shippensburg University even offers a supply chain and logistics major. Students who get that degree have a 99% job placement rate, with most graduates receiving a $60,000 to $90,000 a year offer, the program's chair Robert Setaputra told Bloomberg. This major has been around since 2007 but didn't start gaining traction until farmers like Robert Commerer Jr. allowed Shippensburg to be recrafted into a shipping megapolis. Commerer sold his 120-acre dairy farm in 2002 to Prologis, a warehouse developer. Even though he received a large payday, more money than a lifetime spent toiling away as a dairy farmer, it certainly wasn't an easy decision for him and his wife. Commerer bought the farm from his grandparents when he was 28, looking to make a living and support his two young children. But the reality of working a farm struck him rather quickly. The hours were long and the work was stressful, he said. So when developers began calling to tell him his farm was exactly what they were looking for, his land sat a few hundred yards from the I-81 exit ramp, he eventually took the offer from Prologis. "You're taking out loans," he told Bloomberg, "hoping you get the right amount of rain, that you get your crops off in time. After a while it really works hard on you." 20 years later, there is still a stigma attached to selling your land from his fellow Shippensburg neighbors. "Some guys kind of hated us," Commerer said. "Jealousy. Sometimes, you just avoid people after that." Josh Diller, one of Commerer's co-workers at Bustling Equipment, a company that rents commercial and industrial equipment to individuals and companies, didn't seem to begrudge him and other farmers for making an economical decision. "Everyone gets mad at the farmers who sold out. He's worked his whole life. He's paying taxes on that land. Milk checks might be down," said Diller, who works as a sales representative. "He does have money in the land, but he doesn't have a bunch of cash flow, so then all of a sudden you get offered a stupid amount of money. His next generation might not want to farm. Wouldn't you take it?" Laverne Martin, who grew up next door to Commerer's farm, gave some insight into the types of offers Shippensburg farmers are receiving. Martin still lives on his 60-acre property, W.